mean, you know, you can't have two live streams open. And the last stream that I had, I mean, I don't even know if anybody's going to show up. Sometimes I've had this problem where it doesn't even look like anybody's there. Like, I couldn't see if anybody was there. And then I come back in and the live stream's still going, and a lot of people had showed up, but I can't see any of the comments. Now this happened before, sort of, where I'm like, I don't see anybody there. Oh, there's two people here. And then like later, Ria G I'm like, I don't see, or is anybody there? And then Ria G contacted me and said, yeah, everybody was there. So I'm not sure what is going on, but I was out there in the yard. Several times I tried to stream, and it said, do you want to send YouTube a crash report? And I said no. What's up, Slick Rick and Toxic? So I don't know what's up. Tried streaming with Lutzy a lot of times, and it's just like, it's off. Now tomorrow I'm getting underneath my car, so I definitely want the stream to be working. It said live earlier and wasn't all of a sudden. I don't know what's up. I mean, I came in and the stream was still sort of open, but I'd shut it off on the phone and I could write on it. And I don't know, it still might say it's live. So I'm like, well, maybe if I do another stream, it'll cut that one off. You know? So that's what I'm hoping, that like something's wrong. You know, it's YouTube. I don't think it's my phone. Maybe it's those pesky Russians. Or the gray aliens, who knows? But I came back in, it turned off on my phone. And I came in and I looked at my laptop and it was still on. So, I don't know. Not exactly a hacker, you know. I don't know. I do have an announcement. I got this dry eye relief. So I've come to the conclusion that that's what I have, is dry eye. So I'm going to use this for a couple days, and if this don't work, I'm going to contact my doctor. It's been a couple years. At first I was like, it's allergies, but I don't think so. There's times when it's like, it stings and it's like sandy, and I think I got dry eye. It's not like I'm, you know, a pup anymore. I have a lot of the health issues of a middle-aged man. Go figure. Middle-aged? Come on, I'm not middle-aged. That was a while ago. I'm almost dead. Right? Rocks don't live as long as this. God, what if I make it to 85? That'd be shit. My hip's doing pretty good, though. It is. I mean, I still have pain and everything, but it's not as severe, and I think I know why. So I can live with this. I walked a mile today. We went up to Beaver Dam State Forest, and I showed Destiny that that thing. It's like a foundation of an old house or something. So showed her that. It's old. I mean, it's got to be the 1700s or something. I assume that's what it is. I don't know. Did the natives make any stone houses? Like, did they do any of that? Like, I don't know. I'm not really sure what it is, but it was placed there. What are my thoughts on training an unneutered dog? I'm training one right now. I trained one, Merlin. My dog Tonka. What? What are my thoughts on it? It's a dog. It's unneutered. I'd rather train an unneutered dog than a neutered, because it's going to be healthier. What are my thoughts on it? What do you think my thoughts would be? What do you think I'd say? Like, oh no, I only train neutered dogs or something? What are my thoughts on training an unneutered dog? An intact male, it's not an issue. How would I get it to stop pulling on a leash? I'd train it. I would train the dog to heel. I just was doing heel with a Vizsla. How would I do it? What do you want? Like me to give you a word, like a magic wand? I would train it. You're not going to be able to do it. What do you want me to say? I wish that I could give you one word that would get your dog trained, but it's the one thing she won't do. It's about you. It isn't the dog. If your dog was here, I could train your dog. And the one thing your dog won't do, please. Come on. It's the one thing. Okay, right. I bet your dog can do the dummy launcher too, right? And the weave pulls. Your dog can do awesome retrieves. Right. Right. I believe you. Not really. I don't believe you. If you can't train the dog to heel, give me a break. Everything needs to be taught. All the commands are taught as an implied stay. You don't say the word stay, right? So your dog isn't going to stay. Because I'll give you a little hint, Saluki non-healing person. If your dog doesn't have a potty command, you'll never teach it to heel. And heel is taught in the yard, not on a walk, okay? That's the best I can do for you unless you want to pay me to train your dog. Good luck. Good luck. People with dogs, I don't know why a lot of people get dogs. No, I'm not doing this because I smoke marijuana. I got dry eye, I think. I wouldn't smoke that shit. Are you kidding me? They're gonna make that legal? Satan's cabbage? They are gonna make it legal. Definitely. Pass the House. They're gonna make it, no longer a problem. It goes to the Senate now. And once it passes the Senate, that becomes law. I just got startled for a minute. Yeah, I don't know about this YouTube, what's going on with it. It's real strange. I don't get it. What did that guy ask me? What do I think about a what? Hang on, I forgot it was funny. What are your thoughts on an unneutered dog, training an unneutered dog? It's impossible. I was with Gus today. He's an unneutered lab. Tonka is an unneutered GSP. Billy is an unneutered pit bull. It's just funny, man. Like, I know this person that calls themselves a dog trainer, and that was one time she said something like that to me, and I was like, and they were unneutered, and I'm like, yes, so what? Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get why some people are actually involved in dog training. Like, and they really don't have the talent to be involved in dog training. You can learn it. Anybody can learn it. It's just some people are going to be better than others. You know, that's just a fact. Some people are better. It's whatever. You know, you can a list. You know, um, in the papers and social media, the UK dog trainer telling people not to walk their dogs every day. Well, I don't even recommend walking your dog every day. I think you should be training your dog. So I don't think you should walk your dog at all. So I don't really care who this is, but I'm just telling you right now, stop walking your dog, let your dog go to the bathroom and start training it. All right. So I don't know what his point is, but that's my point. People want to go out and walk their dog. And if the dog isn't at heel, it's dragging them. You're training the dog to drag you around. Go in their back. Let the dog go to the bathroom and start paling. Start what? What is wrong, Peter? Gee, I don't know, idiot. What's wrong? And start training the dog. Nothing's wrong. Something's wrong with you, though. Oh, my title of this. Oh, what's wrong? YouTube's not working right. Don't trip me up with this. I write titles and I don't remember what I write because I don't really care. I'm just writing some garbage. Something was wrong. Oh, yeah. Don't let me forget. Sometimes I do that. I put a title up. I forget what it is. Glycerin. Polyethylene glycol. I don't know, man. This is what I'm using right now. See if my eyes are like. They get like itchy and like sandy. I think it's dry eye. What's wrong? Training an unneutered dog. That's what's wrong. Why would anybody neuter their dog? You know, the reason why people shouldn't neuter their dogs is because they're not responsible enough with their dog and they get other, yeah, they let the dog roam around. If you're responsible and you're not going to be breeding your dog like an asshole, right? You're not going to be breeding your dog like a dick, then you don't have to get the dog fixed. But if you're not responsible enough and you get the dog pregnant, clearly you're an asshole. There's plenty, you don't need to be a dog breeder. And there's a lot of backyard breeders that are just idiots. You know, leave it to people that are good at it. But it's true, if you neuter a dog young, it won't mature as well. Absolutely. Imagine if you were castrated when you were fucking 2 years old. You think you would look right? No. I have a dog down there, Brewster. I adopted him, right? He was probably neutered at 8 weeks. You know, it's just a fact. If you spend money on a dog and you get it neutered, you're a fool. They don't hold up. What do you mean? Like, I got Tonka down there. He's old as shit, right? He's way over 10. He's like 11 years old, right? I'd put him against this puppy down here any day, physically. Like, as far as speed and everything goes. A dog that's a little bit under a year. Tonka was not fixed. With that said, you know the puppy down there? It's not fixed either. The owner's smart. Because if think about it, if you were castrated when you were 1 year old, you think that you would be what you are now? No fucking way. You wouldn't have the muscle tone, you'd fall apart. It's a fact. My vet suggests I spay my female to prevent some type of infection. Listen, I'm going to tell you flat out about your vet. Your vet wants to do the operation because they make money. And this, like, do this operation so that you don't have a problem is absurd. I'll give you an example with a male dog, what they say. If you get your male castrated, it won't have prostate problems. Oh, really? That's great to know. Well, I've never had a dog or known a dog that has had prostate problems. Okay, that's one. And if you do have an older dog that gets prostate problems, do you know what you do? You fix the dog at that point and the prostate problems go away. So they just want to do this. They want to do this because they think that people aren't responsible enough. Okay? It's not healthy for the female either. So to say something like, well, if we spay your female, she's not going to get ovarian cancer. Okay? Um, okay, wait a minute. Okay, so you just got removed. You just got removed. Don't anybody ever give any suggestions on my channel what to do with training or with health issues with the dog, or don't say anything thinking it's funny, or don't do it. All right, don't ever do that. You will get removed really quickly. And if you're going to ask me, like, I was a vet tech, I know some things, but you're going to ask me about medical issues with your dog, I'm going to tell you to go contact your vet. All right? I mean, I'll answer some stuff, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to be saying ridiculous shit. That's nonsense. Okay? And anybody that would speak up, listen, my approach to dogs is the correct one. All right, and I'm sorry, but it is. And when I say stuff like "don't let your dog sleep on the bed," because it confuses the status of your dog, it's the truth. So if somebody's on here and says like, "Why let my dog sleep in the bed?" You're gone. I don't give a shit who you are. I'm saying everything I say is to help dogs. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. All right. So if there's anybody on here that wants to tell people what they want to hear, you're not going to last long. And all the moderators here, they know that. They know I started this channel to help dogs. That was the main reason I started this channel. I mean, certainly there was an element of like, I wanted to reinvent my art kind of to be able to do video. There was an element of that, but the main reason, it's not old school dog training. It's not old school training. It's common sense. It's operant conditioning is not old school. Okay? Operant conditioning is science-based conditioning. That's science-based dog training. When somebody like that is a purely positive food trainer says it's science-based, it is not science-based. That is a bastardization of operant conditioning. It's only about the positive portion, and operant conditioning is about the positive, the negative, and the alleviation of both. So it isn't science-based. What I'm doing is science-based. It's not old school. It isn't. That's nonsense. Just because there's been this proliferation since, SeaWorld and the U.S. Navy worked with sea mammals of purely positive food training doesn't mean that what I do is old school. What I do is proper, and I'm not gonna tell people like confusing the status of your dog, is by letting it sleep in the bed is okay, because that's what you do. And I guarantee you, I was sick one year. I had the flu. I let Ike sleep in bed with me because I was freezing. I was like, "Come here, fat boy. I'm cold." Right? But I knew as soon as I got better, I was gonna have to train Ike more and more to untrain what I did, like confusing the status. I was freezing to death. So I'm just telling you, it screws up dogs. You got a dog that's leash reactive. Does it sleep in your bed? Does it get on your bed even when you're gone? Bingo. You know. Um, Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, walk into a field. There you go. Do it one place. Yeah, train your dog in one area. That's correct. So that they know what they're going to be doing and it makes it easier on them. Dogs aren't the cleanest either. Imagine mite and stuff in your sheets. I don't know, man. I've never had a dog with mites, you know. But no, they aren't. And that's one of the reasons why, like, your veterinarian, a lot of them won't, give the thumbs up on raw diet because it can be it's a public health issue. So, in other words, like, say you're an idiot and you're like, well, I'm going to go down to the farm down the road and get organic chicken that's like free range. Well, that free range chicken could have salmonella. Where if you got food from Walmart, you got your chicken from Walmart, it wouldn't have salmonella because those are factory farmed and they inoculate the eggs before the chicken's even born. So they're not going to have salmonella. But the vet knows it's a public health issue because idiots are always like, oh, I'm going to give my dog the best diet. Whatever. Your dog could just eat a baby bird out there in the yard and get salmonella. Okay? But now, with this said, it isn't going to affect your dog negatively. Your dog is just going to pass it. Like, ask your vet, how many dogs have you treated for salmonella? Well, I haven't. That's not the point. The point is that if you let your dog up in the bed, your dog could have salmonella, and you see, it'll pass to people. You know, there's Merlin's owner. I should look at this text, but I'm live streaming right now. Be right back. Hang on. Stay here. I gotta go. I gotta go. People don't listen. I gotta go. Bye. I'll open the live stream back up. I'll be right back.